Hey, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to Trash Talk. It's been a minute. First things first, it's really hot here in Sacramento, so there's fans in the background. I'm gonna try to use an echo remover just to tone it down a little bit, but you still might hear things during pauses of speech. Those are things that I normally sweat right through for you guys, but since I have somebody here with me, I don't wanna like drench them with my own sweat and stench. Speaking of which, go ahead and introduce yourself for those of you that might not know you.
What's up guys, it's MJO23Dan, also known as Marvin. Do sneaker reviews mostly around the Air Jordan side, legacy side of Jordans, and really cool for Chris to have me here at the WearTesters dungeon, I guess what you call it.
The Bat Cave.
Okay, the Bat Cave.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Look forward to this trash talk.
Definitely. So we actually polled on Instagram to have people kind of give us suggestions of topics. The first topic, I'm going to break these all up into separate videos just so that it's not like too long. Hopefully we're not going over a topic more than like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I tend to talk a lot and I get off topic a lot.
I mean, last video we did, it was just
a lot of
forever
talking. Yes. And you guys didn't even see the half of it. If you want to check that video out, by the way, go ahead and click the link in the description box. I will leave that over there. It's awesome if you just like to sit down and reminisce about sneakers. So topic number one, this is from Insane Kicks. Shout out to you, you've been a long time follower. I greatly appreciate it. But anyways, Insane Kicks says, since you have such a genuine passion for sneakers and basketball, what are your thoughts on those that are disingenuous but have built a YouTube/social media following faking the passion? I thought that was a very interesting question because in this realm we see, and this is not just sneakers, but just, you know, in a creative space where money and revenue can be involved, you see a lot of people faking the funk for that money.
I even created a topic on my channel and even my website, MJO23Dan.com, if you guys want to follow along. But I know Chris is a big channel.
No, not really. Not anymore. Not compared to what like real big
How many do I have?
I don't know. I just like
nobody knows me.
I just like your content. So.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, what I wrote on my website is that people do this as a job, and you should be able to explicitly say that it's a sponsored type content type thing. I mean, most people will get it if you genuinely like the stuff. Damn it. Well, you're gonna cut this off, right?
I can.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Which part did you want me to cut out?
Well, that part, because I just stumbled on my words.
No, that's fine. This is all.
This is gonna be on the blooper side. Watch.
Maybe, but no, you don't have to. I like to jump cut.
Yeah.
So that's the style that you'll be in. So if you want to pause and then finish your thought, then go for it.
Okay.
I'll still be over here looking like an idiot. It's okay.
Because I don't want to piss people off, but then at the same time, it's like
you got to keep it real, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It is a trash talk, right?
Well, not about anybody specifically. So,
no,
yeah,
no.
That's the thing is that if somebody, my whole thing on if you state your opinion and if half of that opinion happens to be factual, right, and people get mad and you think that I'm talking about you, but I'm talking about you.
It's only talking about you if you feel like
way.
that. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I mean. Like if you're on the court and your coach starts being like, yo, like you're not playing defense, and he's saying it in a broad term, and you start taking it personally, then that means that you're not playing defense.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, he could even be generalizing something. And
that's normally what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and
you're speaking for the team, but if you're going to take offense to it, it's like
that's on you.
That is,
and that means change your like, and that's what it is. So like, if we're going to say something and they're going to take offense to it, then that means that you're guilty. I'm sorry, dude. When people started making parodies of sneaker videos, shout out to Brad Hall, dude's awesome. But when he started doing that, a lot of people took offense to it. And I thought it was funny because I could see what he was poking fun of me for. And I was like, this is hilarious. When he first started posting those videos, like I could like totally see what he was literally like poking me with, and I didn't care. Like it was fun.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if someone's gonna take offense to it, cool, whatever. Like
I think it was just so new that, you know, people were like, hey, wait a minute, is he like really talking about me? Or
well, he was though. But that's the thing. And that's what makes it fun. And I think the people that really got mad at him is because he was successful straight up, because he literally took off. I just saw him yesterday on a pre-roll commercial at the movie theater. I don't even know what the commercial was about, but he was in it as himself, Brad Hall, with a pair of gold Air Max 97s.
It didn't seem like his regular voice, like, you know what he does with
have you seen that?
I think
seen
I
the little
have,
clip? Yeah, so no, it was not his Brad Hall persona, because the guy is an actor, so that part like people know, but it's just kind of what it is. So like if you're gonna say something, like be honest, stick to your opinion. We don't have to agree, and that's what this is all about. You know, your opinion is yours. If somebody wants to take offense to it, like bro.
So I mean, you and I agree on that ground. So did you pretty much state what?
I don't don't think I even said what I thought.
Okay, well,
I guess tangent number 1. That might have been number 3. I guess you want me to go first then?
well, I mean, so basically my thought about it is that if somebody's going to be seeding you a product, like state that you got it from somebody, but at the same time, like you have to think about who's behind the camera, the viewer, and understand like what their point of view is like, are you talking about a product because you're getting paid for it, or are you talking about a product because you genuinely like it? That's kind of like the middle ground that you need to find to be able to, you know, explain to your audience that, hey, it's either this is what I do or this is something that's going to be seeded to me and I need to talk about it type thing. So
correct.
Just be clear about, you know, what you do and how you're going about it.
For me, like I've been in that position where like the funny thing is that people think there's a lot of money being made, and what there is, but it's not like what people think. Like nobody's paid me specifically to, I don't know, showcase whatever this shoe is. You know what I'm saying? But I wish that they would, but they won't. And it's because I tell the truth in the video. So they don't mind seeding it, but they know that if they do seed it, there's a risk of he might not like it.
I mean,
or he'll find a flaw.
Yeah, I mean, and there's also a flip side to that is like for somebody that's coming up, they get the product, it's a gift or whatnot. Sometimes they don't get paid, sometimes they do. There's that thought in the back of your mind. If you are thinking about becoming a creator in this space, there's that thought in your mind is like, well, if I want to continue getting product from,
you have to please the brand.
Yeah, you have to appease them.
Whoever is bringing the bacon in. You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of hard because you don't want to piss someone off, but at the same time, you really need to be genuine and authentic about the product that you discuss.
Correct. And then there's the side where you have people coming into this space that may not have created content like around this type of genre. I don't know if you know, subculture, but then they saw that it was popular and then they jumped on it.
Right.
People like to call those types of people like culture vultures. They're very much opportunistic people and you can't really fault them for it. Unfortunately, there are those people around, and people like you and I have to deal with that, like kind of like invading our space or whatever it is. But for me, I try not to pay attention to it because it will distract you from like our own goal. And my goal is to just do what I do and do it as good as I can to help out whoever's watching. I want to make sure that my viewer is understanding what their dollar is worth with the product. And that's the main thing. Like whether or not it performs well, you know, that's up to whoever's wearing it, because like I might put less stress than this guy, or I might put more stress than that guy, or whatever. So it just depends. But as far as these invaders of the space, like it's up to the people really, less about like what we want because we're 1-2 people, and more what the masses want. And it sucks that for us as what we feel are good content creators to see other content creators use and abuse the popularity of sneakers to propel themselves in a genre when they were failing in their own genre that they started.
I mean, it's basically taking your point of view and what you know and translating that to an audience. It's up to the audience to be able to determine whether they want to buy the sneaker or not. As content creators here, we're here to show you our point of view, and then it's up to you whether you want to spend that dollar or not.
Yeah, and who to believe. Not everybody has a bullshit meter. Not every jar. Yeah, I'm not putting any money in that. I'm go broke. Everybody's got a BS meter. It's up to them to use it. You know what I mean? Who was it that said this? I think it was like Tupac. I'm gonna paraphrase, but he said that it sucks when you're real and you get called out for that. It sucks when the fake people get boosted up for being fake. Something around those lines. I don't remember exactly what he said. It's true. It sucks, and that's what people like us got to deal with. People maybe like you're at school and you see like the fake jock. You know what I mean? Like being like, oh yeah, I'm cool and all that stuff, but he might not be. And it just, you know, it is what it is. You just got to work around it. It's a life lesson.
Like I think the viewers themselves, they're smart enough to determine whether you're being disingenuous about.
You would think. I see a lot of weird stuff on YouTube, man, and I'm not even talking about the sneaker space. I'm talking about like just YouTube. You've got guys pretending to be what they're not, and they get massive amounts of views. You know what I'm saying? You know that this exists, and that sucks. These guys are profiting off of 12 and 13-year-old kids. It is what it is.
I mean, the very little times that I've ever met Chris, it's probably just been a hand. Like I can count on my
like maybe 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah, and I've known him for years. We've always appreciated each other's content, but how he is on camera is basically how he is in real life. It's down to earth. He's telling you the real deal about whatever product. So kudos to you, bro.
I try. But it sucks.
I know this space is really hard. If I could give any advice to somebody out there that's looking to get into this space, this creator space, it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of editing, it's a lot of long hours.
No real reward.
No real reward at all. You have to like really work at this if you really want to.
Especially if you're not using YouTube tactics like clickbait and weird thumbnails and you know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole another topic that you can get into. But yeah, if you want to do things the right way, depending on your point of view, it's going to be a very, very, very long, hard way.
The thing is, if you do and you're really passionate about doing this, definitely start it and just keep going. There's going to be hard times. Like I've been doing this since 2013, so it's been about 5 years. I'm pretty much like at almost 30,000 subscribers. I don't post like all the time, but when I'm motivated to do something, I put it out there and I share it with the world. And you know, there's people like Chris that appreciate the content, and you know, for viewers out there. So, you know, definitely.
Yeah, don't let anything distract you from doing what you want to do. There's always going to be people faking the funk. You just gotta put your blinders on and do what you want to do.
Yeah. Great question.
Definitely. I don't know how long that was, but hopefully it wasn't that long.
I mean, there's a lot to say about that. So.
I could have gone pretty deep. That's what she said. Actually, that's maybe what he said, but it's all good.